Well, here we are. I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't really... I mean, I guess I knew it would happen one day, right? That we would get to 400 subscribers, but I usually do something a little different than this. I usually do like a compilation of all my past videos, but the last little bit we've kind of done something like this. We've kind of just I don't know if you call it vlogging, blogging. I don't know what you'd call it. I just turn it on and talk. You know what I mean? Just kind of how I feel about something. I just kind of willy-nilly make stuff now. So, which is kind of what I want to talk about, to be honest, because we've been doing this for a while now. So we've been doing it for quite a minute. So I guess I should move my camera, shouldn't I? Let's see here. Maybe go to the top right, maybe. I don't really want to move, to be honest. I want to be lazy. That's the whole point of me saying all this stuff to you guys, by the way. I kind of want to be lazy. Don't do this anymore. Like, so here's the thing. I would say there's things that this is just kind of like talking in general. Just to say thank you. You know, thank you guys for being here. I have more videos uploaded than I do subscribers, which is, you know, probably the way it is for a lot of people out there. But I'm at the point where I'm kind of just over caring. I mean, thanks for being here. You know what I mean? No doubt. Thanks for being here. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm just kind of like, you know, I was like, okay, well, let me change this picture. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me chase this trend. Let me do reactions. Let me do all this and that. And the thing is like, that's gotten me more in hot water than it didn't give me any kind of traction. So let's just look at it, I guess, you know, let's just go oldest, right? So we started a long time ago, you know, a long time ago. 8 years ago is when we started. And the thing is I've never been consistent except one moment. And so this goes back, right? This is, there's, you know, I changed my name. And the story behind that was I used to be, I'm Mr. Big White or Mr. Big White on everything. Like literally everything I was. But as time went along, every person, like not every, but like a lot would be asking me, you know, why that name? Why this? It always got brought up. And I was just like, I'm tired of talking about it. You know what I mean? I'm tired of talking about it because everyone always brings it to race. And here's the thing. I'm Mr. Big White. Big White was an homage to Robin Big. Used to be, I think it was on VH1, right? Or was it MTV? I can't remember which channel. Probably MTV. Rob Dyrdek, Ridiculousness. They used to have a reality show. It's called Robin Big, and that guy's name is Christopher Big Black Boykin. And me and my buddy that actually played with in this very video here, and here too. It was kind of like, you know, he was like the skater kid, and I was like, I didn't. It was more like I was kind of like his bodyguard, because it's like okay, well, it's kind of like Robin Big. So I really loved Robin Big. I had shoes. I had his shoes. I had his shirts. So that's what I made my thing, right? And it was always that. And it was one of those things where it's like I changed my name one time to Austin 316 on League, and everybody was like, "That's funny," because it's, you know, like Stone Cold. If you guys know, that's how old I am, right? So I'm 31 now. So, and literally I'm having a kid today. So happy 400 subscribers. Happy birthday to my child. It's 9/11. Awesome. It's just great. It's just great timing. Lovely. It's amazing. I went to sleep a little while ago and woke up, and I made another video about the PS5 Pro, and now I realized we passed over 400. So I want to make this, and just in case I'm really, really busy and like, hey, I can't jump on here and just yap, right? I'm sure there'll be time to yap. There's just not always time to do what I used to do here. And that was my point. So I got a dead name, Mr. Big White, and it was homage, and it was always brought up as race. So I decided to swap that. Maybe that's what's wrong. That's not what's wrong. Maybe it's my thumbnails. That's probably not what's wrong. I want this so bad, right? Around 2020, I got really consistent. I think I uploaded every other day for like 9 months. You know what I mean? And that's the thing too, right? Like this TikTok, I don't hardly put anything on TikTok. I should probably just upload stuff off my phone on TikTok instead of editing, because now I'm just at the point where I just don't want to edit. I don't want to edit. Like some of these, there's a lot of editing in them. You know what I mean? Look how much work is on these thumbnails back in the day when I was brand new, right? This is the very first anything I'd ever done. This right here, right? And it's like, okay, well, I'm starting to figure out, you know, putting these names together, this and that. Okay, well, now I'm starting to figure out, let me put my face on stuff. Let's put our face on things. Let's do this. You know, editing other things, putting things, vapes, you know, memes, chasing memes. This is still one of my favorite ones, by the way. Metal Gear Sombra, that's a good one. I still like that thumbnail. I've learned these things on my own in a way, because like that's the thing you realize is like you can go and do almost anything you want on here. You talk about whatever you want, be what you want to be. Don't chase these trends, right? So it's like, hey, we were just playing Overwatch a whole lot. There's a lot of Overwatch videos, none of them very popular. You know what I mean? Like none of them very popular. Let's see, was that one? Where is it? I missed it. So this was like my most viewed, right? 137, right? I think so. So, I mean, you know, chasing trends, it's not gonna get you anywhere. Uploading whatever you want, you know. Played a lot of League because I was like, let me upload League. And it's like, no, that's not it. So, you know, we got 7 years ago. Those were us hitting hard, right? 8 years ago, 7 years ago. It's gonna get sparse because there's times where I just go big swaths without uploading stuff. There just is. And it's like, hey, I put in all this effort into editing and then I moved, right? So here I moved from where I was living up to the north. I say the north. I was living like 45 minutes from Canada. So I moved here, had no internet, basically, none. And I was like, let's do some reactions, right? Well, that gets you in hot water because you start getting like copyright strikes. This is what I'm saying. Don't do things that could be iffy. Just because they're passable now, don't do them, because in the future, you could be in hot water. And that's to say, like, my channel has a permanent warning on it. So, and I at that point had like a couple of copyright claims, but then they got passed, you know what I mean? It was like, okay, it's fine. We're gonna put our ads on it. But I got one because I was trying to do reaction content. And I was watching this playlist called Stupid Shit, I think is what it was called, or Dumb Shit. I was watching that, and there was a very pixelated, small, like, very crude, sensual joke, right? And it was like basically like a pencil drawing of the act, right, of it. And it was like 2-frame animation, right? And it was like on screen for like a second and a half. And in that video, I didn't laugh at all. That video didn't give me a lot of traction. It didn't give me anything. And now my channel is permanently hit with that. Like, I looked it up. You cannot get it off your channel ever. You can't get it off ever, because I was chasing trends, right? Now, something I do wish I did more, because I was playing so much, it's Fortnite, right? Fortnite, you know, there's a cut like this right here. This is cringe. I'm just yelling in my basement, and my basement, not my mom's basement, by the way. Just yelling in my basement, freaking out. My buddy's not even on the audio. There's so many technical things, and I was always like, man, I'm so dumb, this and that. Don't worry about it, right? Don't worry about it. Just make content. Just make what you want. So what I should have done, and this right here, I was like, oh man, 63,000 views. Okay, people are already doing this. People beat me to the punch, right? 57, 60, you know, these were very close to each other, right? And it's like, just make what you want. So then I should have done a lot more when I wasn't working as much. Right here, as soon as I'm clean shaven, this is like, this is basically where I began my career, I guess, that I'm still currently in. I'm not going to disclose that, right? But it is like a production job. I work in a production job, I should say, which I've worked my way up now, but it had to be clean shaven. I mean, look, I had, you know, this big ass beard and everything, and then I worked somewhere where it was like, hey, you had to be clean shaven, due to the way you got to work, right? So it's like, okay, well, I had no hair really, so it's like I have no personality as far as look wise go. Like the big beard kind of was it, you know. I'm a big, you can't tell on camera I'm a big guy. I'm like 6'3", 270, 280. I think it was like 270 last time I weighed, but it could be fluctuated, right? It could be up. So then it was like I started doing this, and here's the thing: I've never been consistent. Whatever you're gonna do, at least be somewhat consistent. You know what I mean? Like stick with something and finish it, right? Because I uploaded all this Resident Evil, and I don't even think it's the final boss, but some of these just didn't go good. Some things just didn't hit, and it's like I'm putting so much effort into editing this. I'm putting so much time into playing the entire game, and it's like maybe you should just live stream it, right? And it was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go on Twitch because Twitch is a big one. I'm like, well, now we got YouTube, right? Which that's where we're kind of at. This right here, us talking, this is kind of what I want to do. Talk about it, and then it's like when I got time and I want to play something, like I'll just throw up a stream. I'll just throw up the stream and we'll play it, right? And that's what we'll do. And I need to beat Metal Gear, right? I put Metal Gear up on there. I need to beat that, but I've just kind of been waiting on the kid. I'm like, how's that going to be? When's that going to be? I haven't started Wukong or anything else because I don't want to, right? I don't want to get into anything deep commitment. So, and then Mortal Kombat came out. This is 5 years ago, 6 years ago. This was pretty soon after I started, right? At that job. 5 years, 5 years. 5 years. So we're starting to get into probably where I was uploading every other day, right? TFT came out. Ninja left Twitch. You know, I just started having opinions on everything. So I was like, okay, well, let's just put this out. So I was editing a lot of editing. And a lot of uploading, spending a lot of time on this stuff, right? And that's the thing. This is where I should have realized what I probably should be doing. And that is like these, right? Like, hey, these kind of videos where it's like me talking, not anything else, just not playing a whole lot. And it's like, we did the whole Halo Legacy, and it's like, okay, well, I kind of just threw up a level in this. It's like, I mean, I should have thrown up like me or something, you know what I mean? A picture of me. I try to get into the funny editing, like, oh, let's put these emoji things, 5 views, 8 views. I'm no different than anyone else playing Warzone. You know what I mean? I'm not adding anything to it. I mean, this video's got no views. 0 to this day. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. 1 view. Like, no one's watching the League content. No one's even watching my Doom content that I uploaded. The whole, like, most of the game. No views. So it gets to the point where it's like, hey, my buddy was telling me, oh, this had to be during COVID. Look at that hair getting crazy. Because I didn't have anywhere to get my hair cut. So this had to be during COVID. So this is like one of the last DLCs for Dragon Ball Fighters. It's funny just going by. Most people watch these things. Look, I mean, look at that. Look at that hair. Look at that immaculate hair. That is what I'm talking about, bro. That is what I'm talking about. Am I in this? Let's see. Let me just click this.
It falls upon you to architect a new history.
It's an hour long.
The fate of all realms in my hands. Raiden, I cannot do this alone.
1060. Give me 1060. I did upload in 1060.
My mortality
Look at that hair. That mustache and sideburns. The big ass hair. Anyways. So yeah, man, you know, it's just going over the journey, kinda. Fortnite, Metal Gear, TFT, Halo, always loved Halo. This is probably where we're getting back into working, right? Because I wasn't off work that long when COVID happened. I didn't mind this, right? I didn't mind playing Automata. Like, I actually like these kind of edits, right? When I just like put my head on whatever character, it doesn't matter, you know, just Gooner bait, Gooner bait with a mustache. I just, yeah. So I actually like this kind of edits. I actually don't mind doing this kind of stuff. That's not a good one. I could do way better on that. But yeah, just going through like, hey, I'm playing this remake. I'm uploading all of it. I'm spending all this time editing. I should have just live streamed it. Well, I'm going to edit all this, right? This is, oh, bro, getting the PS5. That's great. So, I mean, yeah, you know, I just started doing, I did like every Pokemon tier list. I cried during this one. Thinking about like my mom and what sacrifices she had to make back in the day when everything was going on. Yeah, I don't know, man. Here's the gacha game I still play, which I'm getting shafted out of my mind on. I'm like, I'm not giving you any more money if you don't give me what I want. I'm not going to keep throwing money at you. I won't do it. I can't do it. I'm about to be a dad. My money's got to go towards my life and my kid. I came back to ARAM. I've been playing ARAM for like this whole week. But my buddy told me, and thank you, Garrett. Appreciate you for watching all this time, buddy, and being there for me. There's a thing that you realize, I guess this is where we're at, right? This is what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. And I've been uploading for 8 years, and I've uploaded, what was it, 400 something videos? Like I said, I've uploaded more videos than I have subscribers. I've not made a cent. I've not made one dime off ever doing this. And it's just to say, and just to tell people, you know, yes, you have to chase a dream. And yes, you have to put effort in. But there is a certain point in your life where you need to realize that maybe you're putting too much into something that has no fruition, right? Fruition in the sense of all these people you watch and all these people that you look up to and all these, you know, other super success stories, right? Like, people change their entire lives. Like, this is all they do. They get on, they play games every day. They get on, they talk about what they like every day. You got to be extremely fortunate, extremely lucky, and also good. You know, you no matter who or what is on this site, you have to be. All those things. All those things. And I've never been consistent besides this run right here. And it's still to tell you guys that it still doesn't matter sometimes, right? All this effort, but that's not to say I've not been successful in life. I worked at Lowe's. Like, that's where I was, and I was kind of, and I would say it's almost dead end, right? I was trying to put my wife through college, help her go through college. We were kind of sort of on our own. I could have been at home anytime I wanted, but she was out on her own, and I was trying to help her. And we're trying to do the best we could at you know, 19, 20, 21, at 22, 23. Anyways, once I graduated, I got a computer science degree, a 2-year, right, associates. So it hasn't helped me, to my knowledge, get a job yet. It hasn't helped me get a job. And I never got one in my field. And even now, looking at things now, it's like any IT that I use now is like not state-based. It's always some third-party company across seas. There's like one representative for like a whole bunch of the area that's local. I say local. They visit every now and then. Anyways, the tangent I'm trying to get on here is it's not that I've not been successful. It's just the fact that, you know, sometimes you got dreams and it's like, I put so much effort and what am I doing wrong? I've looked at what other people are doing. I'm trying to do this. Lord, send me the success that other people have had. And I'm kind of just over it now. And it's weird because I'm, you know, listening to like, hey, you need to think about what you watch when you're, am I sitting here watching people's Hitman highlights, you know what I mean, of each level when someone's not really good at Hitman? No. Am I sitting here watching people's whole playthroughs on YouTube? No. I'd watch a live stream if I did watch that, right? Which sometimes I do. I watch speedruns and stuff. Like, it's really cool watching speedruns. This is what I watch. I watch people talk about stuff. Hypotheticals. I play it in the background when I'm off doing stuff. When I'm busy being a human. When I'm busy doing stuff. So that's, you know, thank you, Garrett, for encouraging me to do that. Thank you so much for that, because it has really changed how I feel about this, how I look at this. And it has gotten to the point where it's like, hey, you see, right? Like, this right here is what solidified it. I played all of Elden Ring and I made an edited video and I got 11 views on it. So like 100 something hours of gameplay. God knows how much editing when I put almost every boss that I fought on here. And I got 11 views for it, for all that effort, right? That's not to cry and whine and say, hey, you guys, go watch this video, help me out. Please make me change my life. Please come help me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling anybody that's still here that sometimes you just got to pivot. And sometimes, like, you start working in a way and things start working out there. And it's like, okay, well, let's kind of groove here, right? Like 99.999% of us are going to go work for the rest of our lives. That's just a fact. It's just a fact, right? It doesn't mean you can't pivot your career or that opens a door to something else, or you find out I really don't like this anymore. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that, you know, not a lot of people get to make their dreams careers. But at the same time, as much as I'm sitting here saying I put effort and stuff in, I wish I did, I still didn't in another way, right? I'm not perfect. Right here, I put like a couple of uploads, like one upload. I think I actually deleted the other one because, like, I was sitting here eating and I got like, really mad because I was like watching someone else stream and I was like, I typed like a little hint and their mods got mad at me and I got mad at them. And I think I deleted the video. So I'm not a human. I mean, I am a human. I mean, you might think I'm not a human, but I'm a human, right? So I make mistakes, but I didn't put as much effort as I could, right? It's like, hey, why don't you just finish this? It's like, well, also I'm sitting here saying I shouldn't. Just live stream it, which is fine because, you know, that's the thing, is it's fun. It's fun to do it like this. Like, you know, like I actually liked doing the Resident Evil. I didn't have to do the whole thing, but I probably should have streamed it, right? But I like this. I like sitting here and giving my thoughts and throwing them up for people to respond. You know, and this is fun. I just did this pack openings for the first time. That was fun. Building rosters. This takes a lot of time to do stuff like this. It takes a lot of time because I have to go find all these. I have to save all these individually. I have to upload them, edit it in here, and I have to save a file for each one of these, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, like 50 something. I have to do 50 something files. It takes like a whole night to do this. By the way, for me, it takes me like a whole night to even get here. And it's like, okay, well, now here we are at 4 in the morning. Let me just click. You know, let's upload a video. Let's talk about it for 40 minutes and throw it up, right? While I'm asleep, it uploads. I like it. I like this part of it now. You know, this doesn't matter. Like, yeah, I'm probably late on the game, but this doesn't matter because it's like, I just want to talk about it. I just want to talk with you guys and upload. So what I'm saying is this: if you guys want to interact with me on the daily, like Twitter, I'm on Twitter. I'm unfortunately habitually on Twitter all the time. It's probably not a good thing. The TikTok and stuff and Instagram, not really. Instagram is more like sending like memes to my buddies and my wife. But you know, shorts, sometimes I do shorts. We did the whole, see, this is where I'm at now, right? It's like, okay, well, I'm not thinking about it as much. You know, this was like God of War Ragnarok. I lost power at one point. It didn't save it, which is so sad. Maybe I should have done Final Fantasy. Maybe I should have streamed it off my PS5, right? Which is what this is. It's off my PS5. You know, I tried here years ago streaming this stuff. There's no views, no nothing. You know, but then you get here and it's like, I don't care. There's not any views. I'm still playing. So it's here. I can throw this up into a playlist after. Like, hey, here's my whole playlist. Like, I just played the whole Shadow of the Erdtree. And instead of making like new thumbnails and stuff, let's just do it like these. Let's not do it like this where I make a different thumbnail for every one. So much effort. Like, just make the one and then throw a number up on that. You know what I mean? Just and throw it up. Like, it doesn't matter. I've learned so much about editing in a lot of ways, right? Like, I started out with like the freeway, legal, but then had enough money to pay for it all, right? Like, to go back and actually do it right. To use the resources. I mean, you know, I could have upgraded. I've upgraded a lot of things. Lighting, which I'm not doing both lighting, right? Like, I got another light, but I'm not going to blind myself, my eyeballs out to have studio lighting. It's like, oh, very clean. Like, no, let's just throw it up. How many of y'all actually care about that? You know what I mean? I got a really good camera now, but it's not nowhere near one of these other guys. You know what I mean? Like, it's not thousands of dollars, but it ain't cheap. You know what I mean? It's not a cheap camera. And I got, I mean, this is just the Blue Yeti, and it's an old Blue Yeti, and I still use it. That's what I've used this whole time. So, I mean, I don't need like an XLR and all that stuff. I mean, I don't even know if that's what they're called anymore. What I'm trying to say is, just do you, man. You know, I finally had enough. I changed it to just a generic Majin Vegeta photo. Like, I feel like I've kind of, what is this, YouTube? Let's see. I feel like I've kind of just, not this one. This isn't what I want. I want all of them. See, actually, it's not there. It should be up here, that warning. Usually all right here is a big ass warning. Go to channel analytics. Here we go. So, you know, it's kind of all over the place, right? I've got, this is how many people have even seen my videos, right? 27,000, almost 28,000 people, and almost 4.2% clicked on it. Got 100 watch hours. So that's in this time frame. So this right here is actually doing very well for me, right? Like, and it's bringing people back to an old video I did of DC. And it's funny because people be like putting rage comments and stuff, and I'm like, man, do you not see how old this video is? Like, I mean, yeah, I might respond to you if you bait me hard enough. I might show up, but I kind of just like doing this now. And you're just talking, like, it's easy, right? And even though I've been sitting here for almost 30 minutes just talking about me, it's more of just like wanting to get across to everyone that's ever thought about doing this that it's probably not gonna happen the way you want, the way you think. You can chase trends if you want, but I don't know. Let's put lifetime. Let's see what the lifetime track looks like. Will it show me the whole entire thing? That's really weird, right? So it's like nothing, and then all of a sudden I had like the massive spike for Fortnite, right? That's the height of my channel in 2017 or 2018. That's a long time ago, and I don't care. I actually don't care. But here's where I was uploading all the time. You know what I mean? And you can see it's like there's not, I mean, there's a couple pulses, you know, but nothing like the rest. Line chart? Give me the bar chart. Let's do that. Let's see what bar chart does. So this is my biggest videos of all time. So this wasn't a super long time ago, you know. That's just kind of what I wanted to say. I just kind of wanted to be here and thank you guys for watching, for all 427 that have been uploaded, the shorts, the lives, the videos. Thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate you guys even watching, even subscribing. I do. But this is kind of how it's going to be. You know, especially with the kid on the way, it's easier just to jump on here and yap for a minute than it is for me to find time to put all the effort into editing that I used to do. So And making the thumbnails actually not that hard anymore. You know, it might take me like an hour if, you know what I mean? This one's not the best, right? But like this one, super easy. Like just take a picture, little slap edit, like slap, cut off the other side, easy. This one's easy. This one I should have done better on, but it's got a decent amount of views, so I'm kind of gonna leave it. This is actually, I don't think this pop's good enough right against the background. Which I guess, speaking of, right, I can show you guys what is going to go up today. So this one right here, you know what I mean? I feel like that pops better. Like if you're just scrolling, it's like, okay, well, I can see the PlayStation 5 Pro. I can see like this kind of pops more than the other. I do think you should put effort in that aspect. You know, don't be completely lazy. The Concord one, you know what I mean? Like it's just this and me, which I don't have a problem with that. I think that's fine. You know, it's me. I'm talking about Concord. There it is. You know, if you click on it, you click on it. So just, you know, don't give up on your dreams, but also don't give up on life because of your dreams. Sometimes we just gotta buckle up and get on with it, man. It's just kind of how it is. It's just kind of how the world is. So you don't have to give up, you know. And also, don't worry about this, right? This, like, 2-to-1, okay, who gives a shit? 5-to-2, okay, who cares? Why would someone dislike this? I'm just opening boxes, that's it. I don't know. 11-to-5, okay, that's a PlayStation thing. I'm sure this right here is going to get some too. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Don't let this stuff eat you up. Don't let it eat you up. Don't let the internet eat you up. Don't let all this stuff. Don't let people, you know, don't get discouraged. Just do you. Figure out what you want to do. Stay in your lane. Do your thing. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. I really do. You know, this is another 30-minute banger, right? Yeah, a banger. I just wanted to gush a little, you know, about me, about what we've been doing, and what kind of to expect, I guess. So I never said it would be consistent this time either. Notice that. I never said, hey, I'm gonna be consistent with this from here on. You know what I mean? That's not what I mean. So, but life comes at you fast, man. It comes at you fast. I moved up there, and then I started a career, and then next thing you know, we both started careers, and next thing you know, I've been up there for 6 years, and then that job offered me at a facility closer to home. It's still annoying driving to see everybody because, you know, it's like an hour and a half, but it's just something I realize. It's like, hey, all the effort you put in, sometimes you need to step back, and it's like, just because you're straining 110% doesn't mean you're putting in the right spot. There are other ways and other things you should probably look at. So, thank you guys. I've ranted. So, thank you so much for all the years, all the videos, and the 400 subscribers. And, you know, I do hope to see you guys at 500. I do. Because, like I said, here we are, right? 3 uploads. I'll just show you guys straight up. So you gotta have 3 video uploads. We hit that. You gotta have 3,000 watch hours. So that's within a year. So that's the hard part. So if you have a banger video, if you have one pop off, it's fine. But I'm not gonna push it. I'm not gonna push. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna beg. Because I've gotten more here when I stopped even talking about it. I know everybody says make sure you do a call to action. I've gotten more when I haven't said nothing. I just come on here and I talk, and then I go. And you guys have subscribed. So, why could this take a week? Whatever. Doesn't matter. And, you know, that's just to get to the point where you can just throw these up, right? You can throw up memberships and stuff, which is like subscriptions. To get ad revenue, you gotta hit 1,000 and 4,000. I'm probably not gonna hit that. I'm 31. I'll be going on 32 this year, and I got a kid born today, tomorrow maybe. maybe today. Probably not going to hit that. But I really would like to hit 500. And if I don't ever hit this, that's fine. But I think hitting 500, I'd be okay with that. That's 500 individuals I got to just click and say, hey, I would like to watch more of this. This person's takes are so bad or somewhat entertaining that I just kind of want to check it out. So, again, I've thanked you 5 times, 6 times. Appreciate it. Actually, you know, let's... Thank you. Appreciate you. We'll see you next time.